nice to see you. We're gonna light our candle for today. Today we're doing a festive holiday creature drawing. I'm so excited. I actually didn't live stream last week because I was traveling, so I'm very excited to see you guys. Well, not that I can see literally any of you, but I think you know what I'm saying. Hi, hello, guys. I'm in the holiday spirit, the Christmas spirit, if you will. As you can see, we have our Christmas rings. So fun. So I think that you guys can hear me okay. So I think we're just gonna get started. And I'm so excited. So this month we have obviously been creating festive holiday characters. And today is no different. Today we're going to create the creature for tomorrow's advent calendar day. 675 EXP, new record. So exciting. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to see you all. So welcome to the first cozy holiday creature drawing live on my channel. This is so fun and exciting. I was traveling last week, so we didn't do a live last week, but I have been sharing my holiday creatures every single day for my advent calendar, and I'm gonna go over them here so that we can get a little recap. I know that I've been a little bit off, just by a couple of days, but hopefully tomorrow we will be back on to the current day. I was literally in a chair in the sky for a while, so I just got a few days behind, but I think tomorrow I'm going to share the character for day 13, and today we're going to create the character for day 14. That is the plan. And if you've taken a look at the advent calendar, you'll see that day 14 is a little bit longer of a box, like a horizontal longer box. So that's what we're going to fit our creature into today. So let me know in the chat which one your favorite character is so far, and let's get started. So Tinseltown was for day 11. I'm really quite pleased with her. This is definitely a bit different than my other creatures. I don't think I've drawn one smiling with her teeth yet. So very fun. She's kind of like 1920s inspired. Then we also have Snoozette. She also had to fit into a longer horizontal box. Love the ring, someone said, especially the ruby one. I know, it's so fun. It's such a fun cocktail ring. We have Jingle and Jangle. Your favorite is Tinsel. That makes me so happy because, yeah, she was just a little different. We have Sugar Plum, and you guys, I could honestly, I worked on this one for a while. Not that this drawing took me so long, but I had so many different drawings for Sugar Plum. I ended up going with this one, but I had a different idea, and for some reason, this is just what came out. The other idea just wasn't coming through quite. This is Mellow Marshall. I didn't even realize until I was putting these together how minuscule he is. I don't know why his drawing is so tiny, but love him. Then this is our little snowman character, which one of you named Snowbert, which is literally the most perfect name. Then we have Belle, who I feel like she's sort of like the older sister to Jingle and Jangle. Oh, this is one I didn't mean to put this in here. This is one I made and I didn't end up posting because I wasn't super pleased with it. I love the sketch, but with the colors, it just wasn't coming across quite right. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want Peppermint still. I love the drawing. She looks like a Christmas amphibian, but I don't know. It just wasn't translating quite with the colors. Then, of course, we have Figgy Pudding, who is honestly my favorite one, and probably your guys' favorite one, along with Joy. We also have Candy Cane. Love her as well. She's very elf-like. And also, just a side note, with all of the consumerism and overconsumption that is Christmas in so many ways, why do they not have, hats that make you a candy cane? Like, hats with, a long curly point that are candy cane. Just a thought. Because I want this hat. Then we have Joy, who someone pointed out today is one of the most viewed creatures on my channel. The second most viewed, so shout out to her. She kind of represents like a gift. We have Everbee Green, and this one is like a fir tree Christmas tree with a star and not fully decorated because it was so early in the season. She was day 2, but maybe we should decorate her a little bit more for later. And then of course we have December, who was the final creature in my Creature Month series and also the first creature of this series. And today we have our holiday creature. Now, this is the pose I've created because I do need this creature to fit into the December 14th box. So that's why she is like this. I like it. It took me a while to kind of make this pose make sense, but hopefully it makes sense to you. She's lounging, she's relaxing. Maybe she's underneath the tree, underneath, I don't know, the menorah on the mantelpiece, whatever it is that she's lounging underneath. I feel like it's warm and cozy and probably has candles involved. So maybe pajamas, I don't know. Up there in the chat, I mentioned that a creature sitting on a snow pile could be cute. That could be adorable. And she absolutely could be on a snow pile because she's lounging. What we could do, if we were going to do that, is she could be on like a little snow pile that kind of goes like this, you know? That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I don't have my notebook today, which is, yeah, sorry, I don't have my notebook today. So we're just going to write on this spare bit of parchment, if you will. Yeah. Why don't we talk about parchment anymore? That's a topic for another day. Okay, sorry. I'm like, the new setup that I'm in, I'm going to have to kind of like get used to it while I'm here, but it's just like, I can't, sorry. I don't know. It's not quite perfect, but it's okay. I think I might just have to, sorry guys, bear with me. I just want to make it perfectly comfortable. Okay, I think that's good. And now we can write down some ideas. So if you're new here, basically, I always like to write down all the ideas that you guys have so we can keep track of them, see the correlations between the ideas, make something that really makes sense. And also for anyone new who joins, they can kind of see, you know, what we've been up to, whether they know the channel or they're new. So this is our holiday creature. Holiday, which I already wrote on the actual creature, but I want to write it again. So, holiday. I'll write holiday live. And today is December 13th. Unless it's past midnight for you. Then it's December 14th. Which is perfect because we're drawing our creature for the 14th. Okay, you guys, let's get started. Maybe with a snowball in their hand, throwing it at an upcoming creature. That's a cute idea. All right, snow pile lounging. It feels like I haven't done this in so long, but it's only been 2 weeks. British, yes. Maybe I should do a whole live stream in British at some point. British English. BTW, you're almost at 7.1K already. I know, it's so rapid. People have been joining so quickly. 14th here. Yes, definitely 14th in Latvia. And then we wrote, what did we write? Snowball. So fun. Okay. So I feel like you guys are feeling something snow themed. Am I wrong? I don't know. But I definitely like the idea of lounging on the snow. That kind of works. It honestly just kind of, because it makes sense that, you know, she needs to be lounging on something, but it's not like too tall that it doesn't fit inside of the window for the advent calendar. So I think it makes sense. Snowbird's cousin. Love that idea. All right, Snowbirds. Isn't Snowbird just an incredible name? I don't even know how that person came up with it, but it couldn't be more perfect. Snowbird's cousin. It's so satisfying writing with this pen on this paper. I think I link these pens on my, in my links on all of my videos, my long forms, but it's such an incredible pen. It's a Tombow. They're like felt tip and I love them. What does that comment even mean? Honestly, that's fine with me. Yeah, Snowbird's cousin. Okay, let's do it. So let's kind of decide first and foremost how we want this person's expression to be. I'm thinking looking up would be cute. Maybe that's just because there's text up here that's like informing my thinking. Massive lashes. Agreed. Agreed. I feel like, I'm trying to think who has had like crazy lashes in this series. I guess Tinsel might have, or maybe Candy Cane has the biggest lashes. But yeah, let's really go overboard with the lashes. I feel like that's necessary. We need that. Maybe down if they're throwing it at someone down. Okay, that's true. That's also true. I'm trying to think on the calendar where, like, who's underneath them. Let me just check really quickly and see if I can tell who's underneath them on the calendar, if there's anyone below them that I can see. And if you just joined, basically we're drawing a holiday creature. We're thinking on a pile of snow is like gonna be perfect because it has to fit into my advent calendar because this is for day 14 of my advent calendar. And that window is sort of like horizontal and longer. So that's why I created this pose. But let me just see quickly. I should really have it more handy. But let's see. Okay, underneath day 14 is December. Like, December is directly below her right here. So that could be cute, honestly. She could be looking down at December. And that also kind of makes sense of kind of like a snowy vibe because December is right below this character and Snowbird is right above. So, who do we want her to be looking at, I guess, is the question. And if we want to do massive lashes, let's kind of figure out. Okay, so first things first, like, I'm trying to think, do we want smaller eyes with giant lashes or do we want like big eyes? Like, what are we thinking, you guys? Let's make it really, I think like really fun eye lashes is certainly the vibe. So I think she's looking a little bit, she's honestly looking mostly forward. So we don't need to like make it make the eye too close to the edge. Like we can see most of the eye, but it's just touching the edge. As you can see, like one ear is a little bit less sticking out than the other ear. So I think this is good. Also, bear with me because I am drawing kind of like around my tripod, which I was not doing in my last location, so I got very used to that, but it's a little bit challenging. So, bear with me if it takes me a few minutes to kind of, I feel like a lot of times it kind of takes me a few minutes to get through, to just get the shape of the eyes right. It's so important. It's so important that they're like appropriately placed and the right size and everything like that. So, there we are. I think rather at 25 or 22. Wait, so the creature can have a reaction to having a snowball thrown at them if you haven't drawn them yet. Wait, I'm trying to think about how they're laid out. Hold on, let me just check. 20, did you say 23? 25 or 22? Well, 25, I know what I'm going to do for 25, I think. 22, okay, I see what you're saying. The thing is, she's not holding anything. She's just relaxing. But you know what she could... I still think we could do someone snowy. I think we could. Okay. Now, it really depends which direction she's looking. I'm pretty happy with the shape of the eyes, honestly, and the placement as well. So now we can go ahead and erase the lines. Oh my gosh, I've really missed doing these live streams. Like I said, it hasn't been that long, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay, so I think this is good. You guys let me know what you think. I think that's pretty good. Now we'll decide on the nose. So I think for Snowbird, let's kind of just take a look. Snowbird obviously has a carrot nose. December has like a little nose that's to the side. So I guess it doesn't really matter what kind of nose this one has. I like a little downturned nose. Or to do something a little bit different, because I feel like that's also kind of it's kind of snowy, you know? But we could also do something like that, something different. This one kind of looks like the Mulligan parents and October Mulligan's nose, kind of like that, which is actually really fun, and I really like that. Most of these characters are happy because it's the holidays, but this one could be a little bit more disconcerted, kind of like Everby Green is. One of my top least favorite things in the world, someone says, is holding my hand up for 10 minutes to ask a question in school and then not even getting an answer on it. That's so true. It's one of the worst feelings. Wait, do you feel like that's happening right now? Is that what's happening? I hope not. I think I've been acknowledging your comments. I'm just trying to draw and acknowledge comments at the same time, simultaneously. So I think let's go ahead and do the eyelids. I think I suggested up, but you suggested down. So we'll do down, I think, because that just is what you requested. And these are the eyelids, because I want the eyes to be really prominent. I just think that'll be really fun. So she's either going to be looking to the side like this, or if we want her to look down. Okay, wait, hold on. I actually kind of like her eyes looking to the side like this, but there's no one to the side of her. So, but I mean, that doesn't really matter because like Tinsel is honestly like throwing a party and she's looking off to the side. She's not staring at anyone in particular. But let's see what happens if we try to make the eyes go down like so. I guess so we'll kind of, something that's kind of like a trick I feel like for bewilderment is like you don't make the eyes directly down, you actually make them sort of like inwardly looking at each other. So I'm going to fix this one to do that as well. And it kind of just gives a bewildered look. You just have to toe that line between bewildered and like cross-eyed. You don't want them to look cross-eyed, but a little bit of sort of like a cross-eyed look is kind of cute, honestly. So there we go. And then we'll do the little sparkles in her eyes, which are technically actually the irises. It's just that we do this to show the color, and then it's sort of like the negative space is the iris. That's kind of how I do that. So I think this is pretty accurate. Sorry, I'm still looking at the chart, so haven't checked the chat in a second. Okay, but I think that's actually pretty cute. What do we think? What do we think? Let me check the chat. Are we going to have a Grinch creature? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do not draw characters that exist. I like to invent them fully myself. Honestly, I feel like Everby Green is kind of Grinchish just because she's spindly, she's, you know, green and like a bit hairy. We could do a Grinchish character like a Scrooge. Like I could do my version of like a character that's a Grinch. Do you know what I mean? Like about the holidays, which could be fun. But I don't really draw characters that exist. Like I like to create my own world. You know what I mean? But like Grinch-esque, someone who hates Christmas. Yes, I think we should do that. If you guys want that, I would love that. And that's okay. Like whoever wants to come and join can come. Honestly, sometimes there's quite a lot of people here and sometimes there's like one or two. So that's totally fine. As long as we get to create a character on the live stream, that's what matters. You know, people are always like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't come to the live. And it's like, it's totally fine. The lives are for funsies. The lives are for if you want to join. I'm a bit of a Grinch. That happens. I feel like people, maybe when you get older, you'll appreciate the holidays more, but I always love the holidays. Okay, so, I mean, this one could be a little Grinchish, like a little bit, it's the holidays, you know, like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, honestly, that's kind of fun. And we could make this one like snowflake vibes or like a snowball or a snowflake. Have you seen that one woman who has 11 kids? No, But there was like a TV show on when I was younger for those people that had 8 kids. And that is just quite intense. Okay, should we do the lashes or should we save the lashes for when we've like really conceptualized our idea? I think we could create, hello, someone just joined. I think we could create someone that's like snow themed. So for that, should either do like snowy white hairs, which could be fun. You mean Full House? No, I was talking about like a real reality show. She spent $1,300 in stockings alone. Oh my gosh. Guys, speaking of stockings, she could be wearing fun little stockings. Like, have you guys seen my version of Lynn that's for the holidays, my little holiday goblin? She kind of has like slouchy, scrunched up socks that are like uneven, and I really think that's adorable. We could do that on this character and make them stripy, obviously, because I just feel like stripy socks have to be stripy. You feel me? So I think that's good. Yes, those shows were made to make you hate kids. Interesting. Well, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining. That's a new person. I don't think I recognize you. I don't think I've ever seen you before. But if you are new, basically, we're drawing a holiday creature live. I pre-drew the pose. This is the pose. She's lounging. I think we've decided she's lounging on a pile of snow, which is absolutely lovely and adorable. And we have a couple of other snow creatures. We have Snowbird, we have December, and Marshall. Mellow Marshall we have. I'm a tourist. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. These are basically live streams where we draw creatures for my Creature Nation universe, where I have so many characters. Like, here we have some of them from my holiday series. Basically, on my YouTube shorts, I've been doing a creature advent calendar where we have all types of different characters for every single day in December. So, if you're interested, join the Creature Nation. And then every week on Saturday, you guys can help me create a creature live for my series. So this is going to be the character for December 14th, which is tomorrow, of course. Do you remember those ancient times when I asked you for mod to ban that one person? Vaguely. That does ring a bell. I haven't really banned anyone very often because this is a very lovely community for the most part. I mean, it is a lovely community, but if anyone was strange, it would be someone from like the outside world, not from the Creature Nation, obviously. Okay, so I think let's decide if this is going to be a snowy character. Let's decide if she should be like have hairs or if she should be wearing like a cozy hat. Do you know what I mean? So I think if we want to do fun lashes, I'll start with that while you guys like come up with what you're thinking for her hairs and her hat, or her hat. I don't know. I have the cutest hat, actually. Maybe I should wear it in one of my videos. I'm so obsessed with it. It's like literally my favorite hat, and I would love to share it with you guys. I'm just not really in a lot of my videos. Most of my videos are mainly just my creatures, but maybe I'll pop in and make an appearance this month for the holiday season. I do have a long form video planned, like aside from my usual like creature compilation at the end of the month. I do have another video planned that I think I'm gonna post like before Christmas time. So yes, that's a plan. So hopefully I can get that up. Wait, I see the chat going. I'm just trying to execute these lashes before I look. Also, the lashes could be white, or the lashes could have like snowflakes in them. I feel like that could be cute. Let's see. Long black hair with those ornaments in them. Ooh, cute. You didn't explain why socks need to be stripy. Do I really need to explain that? I feel like that's just self-explanatory. Hello, little late. Can someone fill me in? Hello, nice to see you. This year's the first time I haven't had an advent calendar. Same. No, but you do have an advent calendar because I'm creating it for us every single day. So you do have one. And yeah, I don't have one this year either, so I just am making my own. Lashes are perfect. I kind of like snowflakes in them. So to fill you in, there's not much. Basically, we're creating, nothing crazy has transpired because we're pretty early in the creature, but this creature needs to fit into the December 14th box of my advent calendar, and that box is like horizontal and kind of longer. So I drew this pose with this person who's lounging cozily. I was thinking like maybe by the fireplace or something. But the suggestion was that she's on a pile of snow. So we can make another snow creature. We already have Snowbert, we already have December, and we have Mellow Marshall. So this can be another snowy character. She's looking down because she's actually looking right down directly at December DeAngelis, and right above her directly is Snowbert. So it's actually perfect that the snowy characters are kind of like on top of one another, you know, in the calendar. So yeah, that's why she's looking down. Then we're going to do some fun lashes. I thought these little slouchy stripy socks could be cute. And the next thing we're trying to decide is, should she have like white hair? I think white hair would be fun. Or she could have like a cozy hat or a cozy onesie, like something fun on top of her head. She could also have like kind of like our anglerfish. She could have something that like dangles off of her head. I don't know. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe long hair to fill in the rest of the space. True. We don't need to fill in the rest of the space because we can have snowflakes or something. Also, she's going to be bigger, to be honest with you. I thought when I drew this that it was going to take up the entire square, but it didn't. So probably when I put her in the calendar, she'll probably be more like, you know, this big. I don't know if anyone knows about Scott's, but he is an artist that emphasizes hair and curls and those features. I'll have to look that. Should I look that up right now? Sorry, I just have to. The only worry with having candles in my lives, which they're absolutely cozy and perfect, but is that I don't want to, you know, light anything on fire. I just looked. Wait. Oh. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I see the hairs. Okay, maybe we should do a hair like that. Okay, now that there's a couple more people in the chat, we can have a few more opinions going on at the same time. Yes. So do we agree that this should be a snowy creature? Because that's kind of just the direction we've been going because of the pile of snow. But we're not too far along. We could change it. Obviously, the lashes are the lashes, and I think we've established that she's looking down. Like, I don't think we're going to change that. But we could change her expression. I just think it's kind of fun if one of the characters is like, I don't know, if they're not all just like super duper duper joyful. You know what I mean? It's not that she's unhappy. It's just like, you know, there's melancholy feelings around the holidays. Like, there's a reason people are Scrooges and Grinches. There's definitely melancholiness sometimes. So I feel like that is perfectly fine to touch on in this advent calendar, you know? Is that good? You guys, like I said, I'm in a different location than usual. So I'm having a little bit more of a hard time just drawing because the setup's a little different. But hopefully it's not too bothersome to you guys. Okay, so I think, are those kind of equal? I mean, I'm going to have to maybe mess with those a little bit more, but I think they're pretty equal. I think this lash actually needs to go a little bit down. So let me fix that. Also, she could have white eyelashes. Or no, I said white eyelashes or like snow in her lashes. I feel like either of those would be fun. Okay, is that good? Is that like quite what we were going for? I don't know, but I think I'm happy with it. Let me see. They're a little uneven. I think she needs more lashes down here. We wanted to do like big fun lashes. We wanted to really go overboard with the lashes. So I think we achieved that. Snow, yes. Okay, so I think we've established that. So fun. Maybe she has a reaction to the creature she's looking at. She's looking at December. So what reaction could she have? We could fill the space with a cohort, background, or hair. Yes. Honestly, I haven't really dabbled in backgrounds on this channel yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna like, I don't know if I really want to start just like on the live, but perhaps a cohort, or honestly, I like the idea of hairs. I do. But like I said, she's going to be bigger in the calendar, I believe. But let's decide on what kind of hairs we're going for. They could definitely be wispy. They could definitely be like blowing in the wind since it's snow time. Like, kind of like We could have like a really swooshed hair, like this, you know? And like really have it like wisping in the wind. I mean, I don't know if that really matches with her lashes, but I feel like that's okay. She could be wearing like a ton of eye makeup, but like be wallowing in the wind, in the winter winds, you know? Have you guys decorated for the holidays yet? Like, tell me about your holiday experiences. Like, are you with your families? What holiday do you celebrate? Let me know. If she's a grouch, she might be glorious, graceful wind. Yes. Hairline just slightly to center, not exactly center though. Sorry, I was just reading that comment about the mom who has 11 kids and each of her children has their own mini fridge and they wake up at 5 a.m. Anyways, okay. I don't know why I just like drew all of that hair. That's not even what you guys wanted. Okay, the hair is a little bit off to the center, I think you guys said. So let's try to execute that. She could be wearing like mittens. I don't know. Okay, I think what we need to decide, a really important question, is she hanging out in the snow or is she like one with the snow? Do you know what I mean? Like I would say Mellow Marshall and December are hanging out in the snow, whereas Snowbird is the snow. So I think that's an important differentiation to make. Also, this isn't right. I need to fix this. So just like that. Like that. I think that's good. Like that. I think that's good. I think that's a little bit more. Okay, perfect. And I think let's bring her hair all the way in. Like it can be very cozy for her. Oh, you know what we could do, you guys? She could be, we don't even have a creature really wearing a scarf in this series yet, but she could be wearing a scarf that's like floating in the wind behind her. That could be cute. The hair reminds me of Gizmo and Gadget. Oh my gosh, no. I don't know why, but that's not what I wanted. But you're right. You're actually right. I just feel like I have evolved since then in terms of my drawing abilities as well as my live drawing abilities in particular. But she could have like gray hair. I don't know. I think we need to kind of land on a concept for her. Because right now she's just kind of floating in the wind, and that could be the concept, but we need to decide. My family is usually absolutely terrible at Christmasing. Aw, we got our tree and stuff up on the 7th. That's a good time. Hanging out on snow, but also kind of vibing with it. Yes. I think her hair should be white, honestly. I feel like that would be really cute. And I believe that December has white hair, and I really like it. It's just you can't really see it because she has a hat or giant ears. I don't know if she has a hat with giant ears or if she just kind of has the giant ears as part of her, creature life. I don't want to mess with the lashes too much, but I really want the hairs to be, I want to go snowy vibes. I really want to go snowy vibes. So let's try to fix the lashes. Sorry if you guys can hear my family dogs barking. Hopefully you can't, but you probably can. Okay, there we go. Is that good? I don't know. I might have to alter that a little bit, but that's kind of the best I could do from the angle that I'm drawing at. So, yeah, I think white hair is going to be cuter. Maybe scarf. Yeah, I really like the scarf idea. Like what you would do as a kid, or at least I did, I would drop on the ground and lay there. Like I was trying to be it. Just was coexisting. Perfect. Coexisting. That's a perfect way of putting it. Oh my gosh, if I don't use this pen for like a few minutes, it dries out a little bit, so I cannot let that happen. Guys, maybe you should remind me when I'm doing these lives not to forget to put my cap back on, because I love these pens so much and I don't want them to dry out. It's just that I'm thinking about like several things at once, and so sometimes I forget to put the cap back on. There we go. I think that's fine. Coexisting with the snow. And if you guys want to do like a Grinchy, curmudgeon-y, Scroogey creature, we could do that on our next live stream. That would be fun. Or I can make one myself. Maybe scarf. We don't have a Christmas tree yet. Also, we don't have snow here. Yeah, there's no snow where I am either. Gray highlights or highlights, yes. Yes, my family has 2 more dogs, 2 more dachshunds actually, which is the same type of dog that I have, of course. I've always had them my whole entire life. Do you guys want to know their names? They have very cute names. I also named every dachshund that we've had in my lifetime. I've been wearing full winter clothes since early November. Oh, I love that. It's so cozy. Where do you live? I mean, general region-wise or maybe country-wise, just curious. I feel like that pen is so nice when it works. When it doesn't, it's terrible. I know. It's the most wonderful pen. Honestly, drawing on my tracing paper is very satisfying with it. Dachshunds, yes. In fact, mine is snoozing right there, right in front of me. You guys can't see, but she's like a little cinnamon roll. Canada. Okay, that makes sense. We had our first snow on the 14th of November, but it all disappeared a week and a half ago. That's a lovely time for a first snow. Guys, the lashes aren't perfectly even and it's bothering me. Now, but that's not what we're going to focus on. We need to continue with the conceptualizing. So she's coexisting with the snow. Oh my gosh, she could be like a snow angel. You know, I don't know if we could really execute wings, but we could try. What do you think of that idea? Snow angel? What are their names? So when I was growing up, we had Sparky. He was the most wonderful. He was wonderful. Currently, we have my dachshund. Her name is Esme. And then our 2 family dogs are Parsley and Jasper. I know. They're wonderful, incredible names. Super happy that we don't have snow. Oh, I love snow. I love the winter. You guys can probably tell from my literal entire channel, but my vibes is like cozy, curled up by the fire in the library. It's snowing. It's raining outside. We're reading novels. We're creating characters. You know, that's my vibe. So I love the snow personally. Not a fan of like warm weather. Not really a beachy person. I mean, I like the beach for like a little jaunt, a little visit, but you know. That's actually very relatable at times. Yes, perfect names, yes. Okay, guys, what do you think of the snow angel idea? We could have little wings, and she could be a snow angel that's lounging. Because, like, a snow angel isn't flying. Do you know what I mean? They're in the snow. So it would actually make sense. But either way, let's start deciding on her outfit. I think that's important. So I think we can erase this line here. Actually, maybe that makes no sense. Wow, we really needed that line. She literally looks like a mermaid without it. So let's decide what she's going to be wearing. I really like the socks, and I think it's like a cute concept that she would be wearing socks in the snow. Guys, this candle smells so good and so cozy. Teeny wings, like rounded. Let's see, like, that's actually a really cute idea. Should I, like this? Like those kind of wings? Wait, I think I'm on the right page, but that's not really what I was. Outfit, scarf, maybe. Okay, we could do little wings like this. I don't know if that comes across. But like, does that come across? I don't know. I don't know if that really does come across, you guys. I don't know if that's working, because her wing would actually kind of be behind her like that. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I really like the idea though. Hey, guys, you know what I just realized? These are creatures. So it doesn't even matter. We could make the wings on her head. She could have wings on her head. Like, and they could almost be like ponytails, but like their wings. And then we put little flutters. I mean, like, what do we think? Sparky lived till a very, very old age and had a wonderful, incredible life. He actually lived until he was 19, which is very incredible. And yeah, I had him like my whole life. Tons of layers of clothes. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, I guess like snow is lovely to like see from your house where you're cozy and warm. And then you go out a little bit here and there in like the prime part of the snow, but I see what you mean about the depths of winter, but I just love being cozy. Teeny weeny wings. Hold on. Yes to the wings. Wait, are you liking these? The wings on her head? And then we can call her Snow Fairy. Like that can be her name. No scarf, then maybe a fur jacket. Ooh, I like that idea. Should she be wearing fuzzy things? I love boots. Just adore my boots. Yes. Warm boots are the most important. I love moon boots. Mellow Marshall's wearing moon boots. Yes, wings. And then my red snow pants and 2 jackets. One mustard and the other neon pink. Thank you for that visual. I think that's a lovely combination of colors. Red, neon pink, and mustard. How wonderful. Just so wonderful. Oh, that's such a sweet comment about my dog Sparky. I know. He was 19. Me too. I hope he's having the coziest time. What do we think of the wings on her head? They kind of look like ponytails, but I think that's really adorable. And we can do other things to like make them more wing-like. I'm probably not going to be able to really execute those just in the sketch, but I'm more talking about like with the shading and with the colors, we could make them look more like wings. Yeah. Speaking of dachshunds, I don't know if you can hear them barking, but also my dog right in front of me is snoring really loudly because she's dreaming, hopefully of sugar plums. Okay, you guys, we only have like 20 minutes left. So let's continue. I'm gonna give her some eyebrows because I just think that'll kind of help and make it make sense. And let's decide what she's wearing, and then we can be on our merry way. I think hearing you talk about Sparky is the first time I've heard you slightly sad. Do I sound sad? I mean, it's sad because, you know, he was our family member, but he had such a long life that, you know, good wings, maybe some patterns. Okay, speed run now. Yes, we're going to speed run because I can't, you know, draw all through, you know, the eve, but I really actually quite enjoy this, and I think her name could be Snow Angel. Like, she could just be the Snow Angel. And let's see. I think she would have probably a turtleneck because she needs to be warm. What do we think of the fact that she's wearing socks? I personally like it. I think she's going to be like, you know how December DeAngelis and like other characters like Morning Jorgensen, like they have white hair and then they have like, they have white hair and then they have like blues, like cozy blue colors, like a very, very lovely, almost like a sky blue, a little bit periwinkle. But then there's Snowbird, who he has light blue, but it's more like gray toned. It's a little bit more muted, dusty gray toned blue. I feel like that's more what she should have, you know? Hair flows not far halfway through the page. No boots or shoes. Do you guys want her to have boots or shoes, or do we like the socks? I kind of like the socks, but if that feels unfinished to you guys, then we can do something else. I'm going to make her hair kind of like, her hair can kind of be like flowing, like the wind almost. I don't know if that comes across quite just because of her pose, but that we could do. And her hair could almost be like a gust of wind, you know? And we can do a little bit on this side to kind of make it make sense. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? I think with the color it would make sense, but I don't know if that's going to come across here. We can kind of put it over her ear. That might help a little bit. Some footwear with socks. Do you guys think we should add footwear? I just don't want to get too complicated like too many teensy weensy details just because they might get a little bit lost just because there's like so much going on right in the central part of the drawing. Maybe they could be another DeAngelis. Well, we already have Snowy DeAngelis and we have December DeAngelis. So, oh my gosh, this actually is perfect. She could be Angel DeAngelis or Angela DeAngelis or Angelica DeAngelis. It's perfect. I love that. I love that idea. So let's make her DeAngelis. DeAngelis. Perfect. More bagginess for the coat. Okay, so for bagginess, we would kind of make a little bit of scrunchiness here around the arms, a little bit of scrunchiness here around, just around sort of where she'd be wearing the coat. And then we can have it, this will kind of help with the pose too, if we have sort of like a little zip up or button up, whatever that's going to end up being, which might not really come across until we do the final colors, but I could do that. It's good. And then should she be wearing stripes? I mean, like, should she be wearing this stripy coat? It's a little hard to make a full outfit just because of the way that she's lying down. But like, wouldn't it be perfect if she could, okay, so she could be Angel DeAngelis, Angelica DeAngelis, Angela DeAngelis, or Angelina DeAngelis. What do we think of that? And then we could make this a little bit baggy as well if you guys want her to be wearing like a coat. Like this can be baggy coat. Again, that's kind of gonna come across better with the color when I add all the color. But what do we think? Names: Snow, Neige, Neve, English, French, Spanish, Fairy. Cute. It's cute. But I kind of like her being like having a name that's like Angela DeAngelis. Like, I think that's absolutely adorable. Those are keywords in different languages. That's so cute. Okay, do you guys want her to have boots? We could do boots. It's just they're gonna get a little bit lost in the look, so I think pants will be cute for her. We'll do pants. She can almost be wearing like a snowsuit. Should we give her a little crown that's floating? Since she's like magical. I feel like she's kind of magical in a way, you know, because she does have wings as like hair. We could give her a little floating crown like this, like a little snow queen. How cute is that? And then I actually like this bit of hair. Can give it some wisps. Like, hello, it's so cute. I love that. I really, really like that. I guess maybe her hair on this side would be either non-existent or a little bit longer. Like this, like it could almost be like cascading down the pile of snow. You know, like that. That's nice. Oh my gosh, wait. Latvian name for snow. Angelis is angel. Zimasvitki. Zimasvitki. Is that right? The word for Christmas? Wait, what did I think I might have missed a comment or something. This community is one of the only safe, non-over-competitive spaces on YouTube Lives. That makes me so happy. It's so true, though. We have like such a lovely thing going here. I haven't really talked about my lives in my YouTube Shorts in a while. I feel like it's pretty much a core audience that comes to the lives, but I really love it. Hair is nice. Thank you. Okay, guys, what do we think? Do we like the floating hair, or should it be cascading a little bit? Like it could be cascading like a little bit down the, out of the frame, like this. Oh wait, no, that wasn't it. But like this. And then I think for obvious reasons, I can put snow just around the frame. That'll be cozy. So yeah, it can either be cascading. I kind of like it cascading down, but I know it doesn't fill the frame in the same way, but I feel like it looks more natural, you know? And I really like the idea of the wings. Okay, guys, I do like all of your name suggestions. I actually really do. It's just that I feel like we really have a fun sort of vibe going because we have the word angel in the last name, and she is like angel vibes. So should I give her, okay, I think maybe instead of a crown, we should give her a little halo. Maybe that would be cute. And wait, oh my gosh, this month is always it always happens so quickly, like all of the festivities. So our next live stream is going to be like our last creature before the holidays or during the holidays. So maybe a little halo. I like that. And it actually makes perfect sense because Snowy DeAngelis, I think, actually has a halo as well. Like, that is so sweet. Should we change her nose? Should we change her mouth a little bit? Let's change the expression a little bit. I just think maybe that's a little cuter. I just think conceptually this makes so much sense because she's literally related to the DeAngelises, and one of them already has a halo. So yeah, what do we think? I think for options for names, let's see. You guys didn't remind me to close my pen. Oh, just joking. Latvian is one of the hardest languages in the world. Foreigners take years to learn it. I believe that. I think for me, the most confusing thing is just I don't know how to pronounce all of the different accents, so it's hard to sound out the words. Here we should leave name making maybe next. Yes. I mean, yeah, I think for any language, you just have to be very consistent about it, especially if you learn it post-childhood. Halo suits the wings and angel theme better. Agreed. Most people have a hard time because of the softening and pronunciation and grammar too. Yes. French. Oh yes, because you're Canadian. For example, one of our hardest words to pronounce is I'm. You know what? I'm not gonna. Well, I guess I could try, but it's just tough because I like want to sound it out, but I know that the way I sound it out isn't gonna be quite right because I don't know how to pronounce all the accents. I think the longest word no, I think there's a chemical element, and that's the longest word in the English language, but it's like ridiculously long. And then we just have supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but dare I say that's not a real word. Okay, anyways, you guys, I think we're almost done. We have 5 more minutes, so we have 5 more minutes to kind of just like make sure that we're happy with everything, change any little things that needs to be changed. But I really love her. And the last thing is we could make her happy. I don't know. Just a thought. Should we make her happy? We have the power to make her happy. Or she could be a little melancholy, which I guess would make sense for her theme. Or she could be a little like that. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Zh. Yeah. Is that the right sound? Zh. We're doing Latvian lesson right now. Okay, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Okay, the options I think are going to be, what do you think? It's either going to be Angel, Angela, Angelina, or Angelica. So let's decide. What does she look like? Either way, A-N-G. Angela. I think Angela. I think that's just straightforward. It's basically the same word as angel. We're not adding too many letters. I feel like it just works nicely. Actually really like Angelica and Angelina. And I feel like there was one other one. But I like this. I think this is like, I just feel like this is very smooth. It's very clean. It like really flows together nicely. Yes, I was literally thinking that as I was writing the name. Okay, you guys. I'm actually quite pleased with her. But I need you guys to tell me the final thing. I learned Russian from this old lady. We had lessons once every 2 weeks. That's a tough language to learn as well. My goodness. Did you learn? Do you remember anything? Okay, you guys. I think since you're not really saying anything about the name specifically, we can keep Angela DeAngelis. I love that. I think it's perfect. And the final thing I need you guys to just let me know is, oh my gosh, are you really bringing up Hamilton right now? Don't even, because I can recite a fair amount of the first act from memory, certainly. So don't even get me started. It's really hard for me to read that comment and not sing it. So like I'm really restraining right now. Perfect. Wait, so do you guys think this should be her expression or the more somber one, or like, okay, melancholy? This is sort of like, I don't know, curious. And then the other one could just be happy. Oh my goodness, the eyes are so pretty. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're just now joining, right? Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Her name is Angela DeAngelis, and she is on a pile of snow, and she's related to, oh my gosh, wait, I forgot about Dash. Okay, so she's related to 3 other DeAngelises. DeAngeli? Thank you so much. Yeah, we wanted to do big, important lashes. I'm quite pleased with her. We didn't really do much with the outfit, but I think that's kind of necessary just because she is, I don't know, the pose, it's kind of tough to do a lot with the outfit without kind of losing what the pose looks like. So maybe I'll manage to do some other things. Like we could put a little pom-pom on her socks or something, but there's not really, I think it's better that we don't overcomplicate the outfit. So she'll probably mainly just be in like kind of a little baggy stripy onesie, which, like, let's be real, that's my preference anyways. Okay, should we do, so this is really the final question, then I do have to go, but you're basically saying that she should be more like, oh wait, I actually like this because it's not sad, it's more just like thankful. I honestly have no ideas on what to make the January series about. Don't worry, I got it covered. Also, I'm starting a new series for the monthly creatures. Maybe you guys can guess what it is, because for this year we've been doing creature months on the first of every month, and I'm starting a new series starting on January 1st that we're going to do on the first of every month. So leave your guesses, but I'm very excited about it, and I think you guys are really, really, really going to love it. I don't know anything in that month other than my friend's birthday. Yeah, January is a bit of a slow month, but it's kind of like the November series, which is like when it's not super specific. Like, for example, like October, let's be real, it's Halloween. There are so many creatures to make during that month. Same with December, like our work is cut out for us. You know what I mean? But with November, it was more just thematic for the season. So we had a little bit more leeway to come up with things that just sort of reminded us of the season, more unique, different sort of concepts instead of the obvious. And I feel like that's kind of what we can do for January as well, you know? Just more, we can kind of follow where the creatures take us a little bit more. There's a little bit more leeway with it. And there's so much coziness in that month, and there's so much snow, and there's so much, you know. So, anyways, that was really kind of a tangent. OMG and mine. Oh my gosh, happy early birthday. Gemsy, good guess. Only 9 days older than me. January doesn't really have a theme though. Well, the theme is the depths of winter, truly. Okay, guys, please let me know what we should do for her expression. Are we happy with it? Because then I'm gonna have to go. I feel like you can still kind of hear my doggy snoring. what do we think? I like her expression, but I don't know, I might change it when I'm doing the final color. For the people that just joined, basically, we finalized the sketch here on my live stream, but I'm going to do a full color version and introduce it tomorrow on my shorts. And I also have one other creature, and then we'll be caught up. The creature from the 13th will be tomorrow, and then we'll also introduce this one. More, okay, let's see. Like that? I mean, that's like a little bit, like that's like very, then she's like in a very bad mood, which I don't really want her to be like in that bad of a mood just because she is an angel. So I kind of like if she's a little bit more like, sorry. Okay. More meh and somber. Okay. I see what you're saying. So not upset, just more sort of like that. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this expression. I feel like she should be happier. But if you guys like it, then we'll keep it. So, thoughts. Here, wait, I'll show you up a little closer. And then we have to sign off. She's so cute. Kind of tired, like all the energy can really be tiring for a poor angel trying to be with the snow. That's true. Do you still have the page of series we suggested on Gadget and Gizmo's live? I think so, but I'm gonna have to scrounge for it. But I actually think yes. You did say she would be looking at December. Yes, she's looking at December. And I feel like if she's looking at December, then maybe she'd be like more smiley. I don't know, just because it's almost like she could be like a guardian angel type. Should she have teeth? Okay, now I think I'm getting a little tired. I'm like suggesting teeth. Okay, guys. I don't know. I can't really decide on the expression, to be honest, which never really happens. I feel like I'm very decisive, but planets, gems, fairy tales, food, and stuff. It had a ton of ideas. Yes, it did. But even if I don't have the page, I do have the live stream, so we can go back and look. I have to go. Yes, I have to go too. Maybe just a smile, a little smirk, slight grin. Okay, we'll leave the expression that we have here for now, and I will kind of just make a judgment call when I'm doing the final drawing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining my live. I just know that one of you is leaving, so I'm just saying goodbye. But I'm honestly quite pleased with this character, guys. This has been such a cute, cozy live, and definitely keep in mind, it's like urgent bye and good luck. Bye, thank you, see you soon. And I can't wait to share the creature with you tomorrow. And I hope everything is going well for you that you have to go abruptly to do. But yeah, basically come up with some ideas for the next creature that we do on our next live, because it will be pretty much the last live stream during or like before the holidays. So, guys, this has been such fun. Like I said, I've been a little teensy bit behind on the days specifically. I've been pretty much posting every day. There were a couple of days I missed because I was traveling, and that's why I've been a little bit behind with the days, and we haven't been completely on the correct day for the advent calendar. But tomorrow I will be posting the 13th and the 14th. And I have mentioned in my comment what the 13th is to you specifically. That's in my live stream, so you probably know what that day is going to be. And I will also introduce this creature, and I'm so excited. I just checked the list, and you've done like 5 of them. Look at that. You guys had so many good ideas, and some of them were ideas that I kind of already had. And then when you told me that you wanted them, I did them, and then there's also some new ideas. So yeah, we've done a lot, and there are so many more to do, and I'm so excited because we literally have a new year of creatures starting like next month. And it's pretty much a year. In January, it'll be a year of me posting on YouTube. And on February 24th, it'll be a year of me posting creatures, like my creature series. So that's going to be very exciting. And we'll definitely do something special for the anniversary of the Creature Nation, because we've grown so much and I'm so proud of it. And just a quick reminder while I'm on the live, I know that there's not a lot of people here since we're at the end of the live, but I am just going to mention this for anyone that does join the live, or that does like watch the live after the fact, because I know that people do that I do have holiday stickers on my website. I have Lynn the Goblin, who was a creature from my October series, and she is her festive little elf goblin self. These are 2x2 shiny stickers, and I absolutely love them. And yes, a few people have ordered, and I've also had a few people in my life get them in real life. So if you are interested in a little goblin sticker for the holidays, to give one of your loved ones, to put on gifts, to put on your fridge, to put on your phone, go to my website, zoesophia.com. There is free shipping and like no extra fees. So whatever price you see on these stickers, that is the price. It is just an unwavering price, okay? So yeah, this is the final sketch for Angela DeAngelis, my holiday creature, for day 14 of my advent calendar. I cannot wait to see you guys. Oh, sorry. There's another comment. The royal family, yes, which I honestly feel like we could do a lot more royals. That was just kind of like happened organically on the live stream, but I could definitely do another royal. I have another fun thing coming, but we'll talk about that another time. Because I don't want to give anything away, but something to do with royals is going to be coming this year, and I'm so excited about it. And it's going to be something that I'm going to do for my creature series, but it's also going to be something else as well. So yeah, had to point that out. The countries, yes, we haven't done all of the countries, and there's a lot that you guys have still requested that I haven't done yet, but honestly, just like the other series have been snowballing, and there's been so much else happening with all of the other series that I just haven't had time. And I haven't had time to even do really milestones. So I hope you guys understand that obviously I'm so excited about the milestones we've hit, but we've just been in a season where there's so many creatures to make and things are so busy. So I don't know if I'll get back to the creature countries. Maybe like I'll sprinkle them here and there with like the requests that I have so far, but I just can't promise it right now because I have so many other plans in the works. And then we have slightly teachers because of the mulligan from the live. Wait, the mulligan from the live, was that a teacher? I don't know. But Madame Legume is kind of a teacher, and there's also like a school-themed character for September Sullivan. Anyways, this year, New Year's live streams. I don't know when New Year's is. Is it on a Saturday? Probably won't live stream on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I don't know. It depends on the day of the week. I don't know. I'll think about that another time. But I have to go, you guys. But this has been so much fun, and I'm really quite pleased with this character. And yeah, I can't wait to share with you the final version of her tomorrow. It's always hard for me to kind of wrap up these live streams because I don't really know how to end it, especially when you guys are talking in the chat. But this has been such fun, and I will see you next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my next drawing live stream, but also, of course, every single day until then with my holiday festive advent calendar of creatures. Oh yes, Professor Frankly Prescott. Yes, that's true. He is a professor. Okay, thank you for joining, and I will see you at literally every single day. So, bye.